inside this year?
This year I just focused more on defense, because if I focus on defense, all the other guys just get the scores and stuff. So my priority in the game is just focus on anything on defense or whatever I could do.
And what's the relationship with the sort of you and Corey and Mike? It feels like there's almost no drop off, and that you guys can just throw bodies. So I'm just wondering, how are you guys like, around each other?
Oh, those are my guys. I'll do anything for them, and I think they'll do the same thing for me. And no matter what, we're always together. We're always happy for one of us doing good in the game. And if one of us is down, we always pick each other up. And it's a good atmosphere with us four.
It's like between you guys in practice, going at it, in the post, and how much time you guys better when you come out?
It makes us a lot better, because when we go at each other in practice, it helps us out more in the games, because there's really no one like that versatile than us three bigs that we play against. So it helps us out a lot.
Well, we'll open with a statement about tonight's game, just like always, and then we'll open up for questions.
How you guys doing? Great night for our guys. I think we played a complete 40 minutes, and that was something that Coach Rhodes had really harped on over the last few days. As a lot of new guys, fairly guys coming into different roles, and adding some young guys to the team. It took us a few games to find ourselves, but we were very encouraged, very pleased to finally put together a full 40 against a very good Iona team.
Being able to put together a complete game, what are some of the biggest things you guys have stressed to that end as far as keeping the good ones, make sure you care about those first half performance?
I think the main thing is just a mindset. A mindset, a mentality. I think we also kind of harped on our guys to get them to understand that, hey, we're going to sub. Our depth is our strength. Try to make sure guys stay fresh. But, when we started the second half, just constantly reiterating, hey, we got to put together full 40. And, each timeout, each media timeout kind of reminded them, hey, 0-0, +4. So obviously at the end being +10 in the second half, the guys really responded to that.
Coach, I think you guys, first half scoring points per game, you're like 150th in the country. Second half, it drops pre this game to like 330s. How do you keep this effort with the second half onslaught against the tougher defenses, especially heading this week into Texas?
Well, Iona was the 36th team in the team at turning people over. So our guys did a great job. I think taking care of the ball, we really emphasized ball toughness. They were a team that needed to create points off their turnovers and make three-point shots. And so by doing those things, I think taking care of the ball, especially in the second half. If you look at some of our slow starts in the second half, it's been a combination of missing shots but also bad turnovers, giving guys energy. Against Old Dominion, it was giving up offensive rebounds. And so we really just tried to focus in on those things. And like I said, I think we can emphasize as much as we want, but our leaders, our upperclassmen, have to be the guys to really carry that message over and make sure all the other guys follow their lead. And I think, nobody likes losing, and sometimes a loss can get their attention. And I think our upperclassmen really did a good job of continuing to emphasize the same message Coach Rhodes was giving.
You guys shot somewhere between 35 and 40% tonight, which is up 5%, 6% on your season average. What do you think the difference was tonight in terms of shot selection, or why do you think those threes fell?
Combination of two things. Taking care of the ball, right? You get more shot opportunities. You're probably going to make some of those. Taking care of the ball in transition. When we have a numbered advantage, we want to make sure that we get a shot up at the rim. We've had some games where we've turned the ball over when we've had an advantage in transition. And I think just taking the right shots, guys understanding that, hey, we're getting defenses to collapse on you, kick it out. And I think Marcus Evans really set the tone for that. Every time he got into the paint today, I don't know what his assist number was, but I don't think it's indicative of the overall floor game he played. He got Mike G wide open shots. He got a number of guys wide open shots, and some of those just didn't go down. But I think he set the tone for that, and all the guys followed suit.
As far as the shot selection, one thing we talked about is logging the game. Do you feel like they got to a better job with that tonight overall?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I think Coach Rhodes emphasizes logging the game. For guys that don't know what he means by that, it's just understanding what happened the previous 2, 3, 4 possessions ahead. And he kept saying that, hey, we're making threes, but if we miss the next 2 threes, let's come down and maybe pass up one and look to get a paint touch, look to get the ball inside, play inside out. And again, I think our guys really did a good job of responding to that. And it's not always easy. I think, sometimes when you get big leads, you either play cool or everybody gets overly aggressive and don't try to they don't get things into the flow of the offense. And I think we found a great balance of that tonight.
Defensive intensity, just how big was that? They weren't able to get into a rhythm offensively all night. So just how pleased are you with, again, being able to do that for the entire 40 minutes?
Yeah, I think our guys are kind of understand that our defense, we need to have pride in that. We really emphasize numbers and getting guys to understand where we are in the country. Effective field goal percentage, I think we're in the top 10 in the country. We're in the top 10 in the country at defending the 3. And, I think in the top 25 at defending the 2. And ball screen coverage, we're pretty high up there as well. And the way the game's played, obviously, it's, ball screens and threes. That's what everybody wants to do. So if we can do a great job defending those, and I think our guys understand that when we do that, teams get frustrated. We're able to get turnovers and get out and run. And having the fresh bodies constantly, I think, helps us keep that mindset and the mentality going for 40.
The guys had a good thing to say about him, but Keyshawn Curry had a couple good plays today. He's played really well in the exhibition going back before season as well. But just curious your thoughts about what you've seen from him just in practice and things like that throughout the year so far.
I think Keyshawn's to me, he embodies what a VCU player is. He's tough. He's athletic. He's long. He has great defensive instincts. The thing about him that you love is that when he had the great exhibition game and then maybe he didn't get the minutes he wanted, he hasn't pouted. He hasn't sulked at all. He's actually worked harder, gotten in more time in the gym with Coach Byers, really spending a lot of time working on his shot. And, for a guy like that, when they have that mindset and they're willing to work for you and trust and believe what the coaches are telling you, you want them to be successful. Knocked down the 3, he got into the paint, which he does well. And so we want to keep him encouraged. I think PJ Berg gave us great minutes. We want to keep him encouraged as well. We're going to need those guys as we go along, and especially, this big week ahead.
Just in your experience, speaking about freshmen, when have you noticed that it usually sort of clicks, and what sort of stage, on average, would you say in a freshman's career, just from what you've observed?
I think every guy's different. Every guy's different. Some guys get it around conference play. Some guys get it a little bit later and kind of start to come into their own, maybe mid-conference play, late once they've seen everybody at least one time through. But I think every player is different, and it's all unique for each guy. Even some of the older guys, I think, they kind of come into their own at different times. The hard part about it as a coach, you want it to be as quickly as possible. But in reality, they're 18 to 22-year-olds, and it just doesn't happen as quickly as we would like.
Mentioned the big week ahead. Is this kind of just what you guys needed going into that big week? What performers like tonight?
Yeah, I think just a belief and trust in what we're doing and the message that, understanding the message and how it does reap rewards. Again, coaches talked about it. You've heard the guys mention it, our Army. I think the thing for us, it's like our Army is not just defensively. It's offensively too. We got a lot of good players, and when we play together as a team, I think it's very hard for teams to scout us. And so we did need a game like this, get some guys rest. Couple guys banged up. Obviously, I think it was good that we played so well without Sean Mobley today. Hopefully he'll be back next week. But yeah, we needed a game like this to keep our confidence high and really, really lock in the tough week ahead.
Looked like Malik was dealing with some nosebleed issues. Is that kind of why he was sitting there?
Yeah, no, he actually on one of the plays in the first half, he when the guy grabbed his leg as we were trying to start the break, his foot that was planted kind of rolled a little bit. The nose thing is just, I guess, the cold and dry air happened to him just sitting on the bench, which was weird. I said, how's your nose bleeding? You're not even playing. But yeah, it's just a tweak in the ankle, and he'll be fine. We just didn't feel like it was necessary because of where we were in the game to push him tonight.